Alright, I think live now. Slight technical difficulties. Doesn't show if it's like running or not though. Alright, I think we're going. So hopefully this is recording. If not, then I'll just be making bean and cheese burritos by myself. But yeah, just gave it away. That's what we're making today. Bean and cheese burritos. Or bean, cheese, and rice burritos. Got it's one of my favorite go-tos for lunch, meal prep and lunches for the work week. Um just trying to put on some background music here real quick. Maybe. There we go. All right. Welcome. Glad I figured that out. We are, for the first time, on the phone doing this live stream today, which proved to be a little bit more difficult to start than I thought. But we got it figured out. So yeah, I've kind of gotten started and laid out here already. We got some rice here. I was kind of lazy. I just got this instant rice box. I just started some of that and that's soaking. Had a kettle, started boiling some water, and then just kind of poured it on there, and I'll give it a stir around here in a little bit again. Next thing to do is to get these beans, which I took the top off of already. We're gonna get a spoon and we're gonna start cooking these guys up real quick. Using refried beans today. Honestly, kind of my go-to, but probably go with I think it's just refried pinto beans. You can probably make You can probably do like just regular beans too, even maybe like mash might be good, but the refried beans are where it's at, I think. So doing refried beans today. I think I got this is like the last of my bulk pack I got from Costco. Gotta love you some Costco beans for the cheap. Um, yeah, I got these guys in here, and then I'll get some seasoning in on these guys. And then my special trick is I'll toss in a little bit of butter, add some more flavor to it. Um, So I'll bring you guys back over here with me. And I don't like that it's not counting it. Like, I don't know. I can't even see like the. Hmm. Man, I don't know if I like it more on my phone or not. I think the video probably will turn out good, but I can't see like the comments or see if anyone's in here or if I'm even running. There's no timer running. There's one that runs on the when I do it on my laptop. I might go do that honestly. Kind of, this will be our trial run. We'll see where it goes from here. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna get this butter here real quick. Gonna chop off a little bit of that. Got this. Oh, and this is the cool part I wanted to do is because then I can tilt it down, give a better angle for what I'm doing down here. Kind of awkward with the laptop. But yeah, I'm just gonna chop off maybe about a tablespoon right there. Go and toss this in with the beans. Turn those guys on. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm in my Sunday fit. When played football this morning, and then took the bike down to the farmers market. So still in my athletic get out and go gear. Okay, that's the butter there. We're gonna get some of these seasonings. I grabbed onion powder, cumin, oregano, chili powder, salt and pepper. Kind of a lot. You honestly don't need any, but I'm doing the most today, so Get these last ones over here and bring y'all with me. Oh no, I'm in powder down. Alright. So, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of each of these in here. Boom, boom, boom. Add the cumin, onion powder, pepper, last but not least, some salt. Alright, and then I'm just gonna give this a good old mixing together. Get those seasonings spread out, work it in there. And then I just got this on like low heat, and then just let that sit there and warm up. Like they're cooked, and I'll cook them before I eat them. So I don't need to do much with them. I'm just heating them up to make it easier to apply and get the seasonings and everything in there. Um, by apply, I mean put it on the burritos. I'll normally eat about 2 of them for lunch, so I try and make like 10. So hopefully we'll get 10 burritos by the end of this video. But that is the start of the beans. I've had this rice going for a little bit here, so I'll bring this guy over and mix him up a little bit. Nice space. Yeah, there we go. It's been pretty good. Maybe a little bit more water I'll add in. Still got some of that pretty hot water here. Oh, 2 little drops in there. And we're gonna mix all this up real good. Yeah, I was saying I went out to the farmer's market this week. I went out to the Ballard market. I went twice actually. I went out there and got out there and realized I forgot to put my wallet in my bag. So I had to bike back, get it, and then bike out again to get all my groceries for the week. At least most of them. But it was nice day out there. It was kind of finally turning sunny when I got out there, which was kind of a nice. It was all gloomy and cloudy this morning. I was worried it was going to start raining at some point, but kind of brightened up. Um, yeah, you guys, I went out to that Ballard Farmers Market. Been going to a couple other ones so far this year, but you guys make it out. If you guys make it out to any farmers markets, would love to hear it in the comments wherever you're seeing this. Oh man, gotta be smarter than the bag. Okay. So what else we got going here? We got beans cooking, rice. We just kind of gotta wait for that, and I'm gonna. Oh, I need to shred the cheese. That's what we can do now. Forgot to grab that one out earlier. Honestly, I almost recommend just getting a nice big bowl out. You can just shred the cheese into the bowl. Mm. Love to hear if you guys can hear that music at all or not, or if that's just me. It's good sound quality for me, but I don't know. Still working out what I want to do in the background of these videos. If you guys like music, what do you guys normally do when you're cooking? Just listen to music or a show? That's kind of my go-to, but there's plenty of other things to do. Listen to audiobooks before. Just got a new book yesterday. I was trying to figure out what I could get in the ground and plant on my balcony this weekend. That's kind of my project I'm going to try and do after this. In fact, we can go check that out later. But got a book recommendation for how to grow in the maritime climate. Should be interesting. Got some I mean, picked up some soil yesterday and then some compost and then got a couple seeds. Got a what did I get? Got a like a variety lettuce mix and then I got a um I got spinach and carrots. That's what I got along with that. So I'm gonna try and plant that this afternoon once we get done making some burritos here. Um, yeah, just shredding the cheese into the bowl down there, and then we'll just have once we get the beans off the stovetop over here, and then we got the rice. Once that's all absorbed, all the water, then we'll just kind of toss everything together, and then we'll head over to the stovetop again and just cook up the burritos real quickly, just to give them a little browning, and then also to kind of seal the edges so it stays wrapped together. Oh man, it's the best part about cooking for yourself. You can just snack as you go. Can't do that at a restaurant. Okay. Choke on some cheese too. Yeah, so my plan for the week, I got this. Give me my lunch. I still got some dinners. I mean, I got some beef and broccoli I made last week. Check it out. I'll try and have that up on YouTube later, and um, will actually be one of my first two posts. But you can find that. I need to put it on my directory page, the link to that. But that's how you'll be able to watch these videos. Uh, if you're not able to get to the live stream, you can check out the YouTube channel. It's where I'll have those located. Um, but yeah, my plan for this week, I got some meals still left in the fridge, so I'm just gonna make this today real quick. And then later on in the week, I was going to do a salmon recipe with a side of veggies. Or no, I was going to do salmon with the sushi salad, which is one of my lunches. I realized I didn't have a picture up of that on my recipe book. So I was going to make that and get a picture up on to post on the page for that. And then going to do probably get some sort of steak. My dietitian's telling me I need to get some red meat in the diet. Not a whole lot, but that and some fatty fish. Get the some B12 and some omega 3s in me. Those are good sources for those. So that's what we're doing this week. But I'll probably go live one other time this week for probably the salmon recipe. Salmon and the sushi salad. It's not actually a sushi salad. Should clarify. I got the recipe idea from a salad I had at the sushi place actually. Turned out to be really good. It's just some like kale blended up real finely, and you got some slices of red peppers, crushed cashews. I'll make it with tofu sometimes. Some chicken would be good with it, but I'm gonna try it this time with some salmon. I think that will be pretty good. Then it has like a balsamic vinaigrette dressing. In the past, I've normally gone and done just some balsamic vinaigrette salad dressing I get from Safeway, but I'm gonna try this time to make my own balsamic vinaigrette. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited to try that one out again. I haven't had that salad in a while, and it's actually pretty good. It's a pretty good salad. I know kale's probably not everyone's favorite, but it is a superfood, good to consume, good for your body. And honestly, I think this is one of my favorite ways to get some kale in a salad at least. It's pretty easy to just toss in like a soup or something, but All right. Just finishing up this cheese here. I don't know if I'm actually going to use all this cheese, to be honest, but I have it shredded up. Maybe use it for something else this week. I don't know what, but at least it's all shredded and ready to go now. Boom. Yeah, so shredded cheese. A lot of shredded cheese. I just had a block, and I don't know if I'd really use it for anything else, so might as well shred it all now. Just toss as much of it as we got in. We're gonna head over and check on these beans real quick. Now that I got that done, give them a little mix up. A spoon for that, of course. Honestly, I'm down a little bit. It's like the butter's all melted and ready to be stirred into it. Yeah, I had it on like 3 out of 9, so it's kind of like a third of the way. Turned it down a little bit. We'll let that go just a little bit longer, kind of loosen up a little bit more. And we'll come mix up the rice here. And then, it might be a good time we can go check out the garden real quick. I don't know if I can really call it a garden though. Check out the balcony. Show you guys what I'm doing out there as we wait for the beans to finish up, and then we'll come back inside and start mixing everything together. Yeah, let's go check out what we got out here. So I got my seeds right here. Got 3 packs there. Might try and go find some like herbs, or thinking about doing some like parsley or cilantro out here, but had this idea to do my cooler broke on me, and I was like, oh, I felt kind of bad. I got it from my grandpa, and I didn't want to just throw it away. I want to see what I could do with it. So I'm gonna try and repurpose it and make it a little planter. So I got I wonder if I can. Oh yeah, that's a lot easier. Just flipping around. We got a little cooler there. I'm gonna get the planting soil right down here, put it in there, and then plant some plants and just toss it out here. And got this south facing balcony, so I get a lot of sunlight on them, which will be nice. And then I got another planter and then a 5-gallon bucket. I'm thinking about trying to figure out what I can do to plant in there. We'll get creative. We'll see what we do. Maybe probably the easiest one will be the. I don't know if the cooler's gonna have the best draining, so I'm kind of not worried, but a little concerned about that one. But maybe I'll definitely get the planter going tonight. That'll probably be the easiest one because that will have best drainage out of all of them. But we're starting to grow something on the balcony, which is exciting. All right. So yeah, put you guys over here. Beans looking nice. Just mix them up one more time. Take them off the heat. A little bit easier to spread now on the burritos. So yeah, got all my goodies over here. All right. Get this trash out of here. Keep the space somewhat clean. All right, so I'll give you the guys this setup real quick. In fact, I got the beans there, shredded cheese, rice, and then just a stack of tortillas. Um, we got all the seasoning in those already, so we don't even. Sometimes I'll like put it all together and toss some seasonings on it if I end up putting them in, but did that beforehand with and just toss them in with the beans, so don't gotta worry about that. But yeah, I got my stack here. Um, I guess I put you down like that and show you what I'm doing. But I'll just take a scoop of the beans, kind of spread it along that. Get a scoop of the rice. Get another scoop. That was a tiny scoop. And then toss some cheese on there. And then see what you guys think of my folding skills here. Kind of get in the center there, and got the edges folded in a little bit. Get back here in the center actually, but kind of just fold that one over, pull it to me, and then we'll get these guys folded in. I think it works better with the, yeah. I try and get the outsides instead of sticking out to like kind of fold in there a little bit better. It kind of holds its shape a little bit better afterwards. And then you see it kind of comes apart as you leave it. So that's kind of why I go and cook them, and then yeah, it'll hold its shape a little bit better after that. But yeah, that's kind of that. I'm just gonna be doing a bunch of these now. Yeah, and like I said, I try and make about 10 for a whole week of work at least, and then yeah, that only does the trick. Bring this over here. Got the just the pan. I'm gonna put them all in. And I can just take the made ones and put them in the pan. Ooh, this one's actually. We can make it work. I didn't realize that one had a bite taken out of it. I bet it was Emmett. He probably snuck a bite of it. Yeah, what else we got going on? Oh yeah, I was talking about what I was cooking this week. I was gonna do some salmon and steak with some different veggie sides, so I can get. It's another part I want to add to on the conversational kitchen recipe book on Substack. Is start getting some sides on there because I don't really have any at the moment. All right, let's see if we can do this one. And then yeah, kind of like I'm tucking them in because out here they just when you fold it, it doesn't work out very well. See how they're like pointed outwards? I want them to be pointed inwards. The edges of the tortilla, that is. So point those in, kind of pull that to me, and then roll it over, and then kind of cook it mostly along this edge is what I'm mainly looking for to just seal the burrito up, make it easier to lug to work tomorrow, and then stay that way throughout the work week. But yeah, sorry, I keep getting distracting myself with the cooking, but I was talking about what I was eating for this week after I make this, the salmon and the side veggies and maybe some steak. But I was curious what wherever you guys are seeing this, what do you guys got cooking on? What are you guys cooking this week? If you're eating out, eating in, making your own meals, heating leftovers up. Love to hear what you guys got on the meal plan for the week. Love to hear if anyone's actually trying some of my recipes. Would love some feedback on those, of course. Got a. If you watched one of my last videos, I was doing I talked about mushroom powders at some point. I was been experimenting with making my own mushroom powder to toss in as like a seasoning or like a little base or like a base for a soup or so many things. But found the other part of the tortilla. It wasn't in it, I guess. Um, mm, mm, mm. Yummy. But I cannot say nice. All right. I guess the other thing I was planning on doing tonight was trying to post the next recipe for the month of April. I don't know if anyone's in the video right now, but if you are, you should leave your vote which one I should post tonight. I was debating of doing either creamy pork chops or mac and cheese feel like creamy pork chops goes better with April. I almost want to save the mac and cheese for kind of next fall, winter, but it is a good one. Learned that one, kind of got that recipe from my time in the cooking class I had in high school. I kind of, I don't have the recipe anymore actually, but I just kind of like vaguely remember what it is. I make it up as I go each time. Again, lots of experimenting going on out here. You know, that wasn't the nicest roll, but I'll get the job done. Um, Another thing with this one, it also does kind of depend how many I make, depending on like what size tortilla I get. I honestly kind of rotate around, just kind of depending on like if they got a sale on a specific size that week. Always looking to save a few bucks, you know. It's cheap. It's expensive out here, man. It's expensive to live. But I think I got, what do I got this week? Yeah, it's the soft taco tortillas. So yeah, like I'll definitely eat two of these. Sometimes when I get the bigger ones, I don't really do two, but these ones I can almost do three sometimes if I'm really hungry. To be fair, I'm on my feet moving around at work all day, so I get kind of hungry. Hungry boy, hungry hippo. This is gonna be our fifth one, so looking pretty good. Let's say we're about halfway through each of these bowls. Maybe not making as big of a dent on the cheese, but that was a lot of cheese. I don't know if I necessarily need to put all of that in the burritos. Oh yeah, that was a pretty good roll right there. This end could have been tucked in a little bit more, I guess, but it'll work. Yo, he's back making burritos. Trying it on my phone this time too. Yeah, I think I got a better angle. I also can't entirely tell if I'm live or not. No, it says there's an end button, so I think I am. But it doesn't show the comment section like on the laptop or on the laptop. It also shows a timer ticking down or whatever. Oh, I should have put that on. But those are not on the phone version. All right. I accidentally put rice on that one first. I think it's easier to go the order I've been doing. I guess I didn't really talk about that, but I think it kind of sticks down a little bit better. Emma wants you to know that you are live. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Emma. Thanks for showing up. Hope New York's treating you well today. Hope it's some decent weather out there. You missed a beautiful day at the farmers markets. I don't know if you're here for me to talk about that, but biked out to the farmers market out in Ballard today. It was a good time. All right. So we got right here. We'll switch this around. Burritos. We got 6 in there, so I'll probably try to make 4 more, but I'll at least bring these ones over and try and start with these guys cooking. You probably use whatever oil. I just got a little extra virgin olive oil I'm just gonna put down here, just so I don't stick to the pan too badly. Do a little Tetris action here. Okay, I'm gonna bring the cutting board over. Since we needed the pan to put the burritos in as I made them, so I'd have room on my cutting board. But now I need them off there, so I can spread the oil around a little bit easier. Actually, I'm just gonna use one of these. use it to spread it around a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. I didn't like. You really don't need a lot. You can barely tell it's on there, but just a little bit so they're not sticking to the pan. I'll line these guys up again. The good part about these ones, these tortillas, the soft taco ones, they can fit a little bit more in the pan. When I use the bigger ones, I can only get about 4 in. But yeah, that's all 6 of them packed in there. I'm just gonna toss them on like medium low, about like 4 out of 9, and then we'll let that heat up, and we'll come over and make some more burritos. All right. Okay. Yeah, what else we got going on? We got talked about the garden already. Went out and did to the farmers markets. That's kind of my weekend, but another thing I was kind of looking at with this weather getting so nice, I just got a bike so I can be biking around all these markets, but it's almost time to figure out some camping trips for me. Probably get one in here in May, hopefully. You got any spots you want to go camping?
Peninsula.
I want to go back out to the Olympics. That was really cool last year.
Yeah.
And I got the national park pass. I have used a solid like
Oh yeah, like that one.
maybe 2 times.
I'm also I want to go to the gorge and camp out there. And that'd be pretty sick.
Oh yeah.
Some decent climbing out there too. A little camping climb action. Yeah.
You gonna do go to a music festival out there?
Probably not. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. It was like $300 some for 2 days, you know.
Yeah.
When I went last year.
150.
That's pretty fun though.
I believe it. Like I think it'd be fun. I could spend my money on.
Put you guys down here though. See my burrito wrapping skills. I need you to rate my burrito wrapping skills if you haven't already. The true professional, that's for sure.
That's true.
Dude, my bike today.
Yeah.
Did you see I tried to FaceTime you?
Oh no, shit. Sorry.
No, you're chilling. I figured it out. My bike went. I was worried I was gonna have to carry it back.
Really?
Yeah, the back tire like got messed up, and it was like angled, and it was like part of it was like jammed up against the frame,
Yeah.
and it like would not spin, and I was like kind of trying to like, finagle it a little bit.
Where were you?
I was down in Fremont, by the Fremont Market, but kind of by the PCC.
Okay, wouldn't have been terrible. Still would have sucked.
Yeah, but
Wait, you went back?
ended up I actually used I took a picture of it and gave it to ChatGPT. I was like, what is the deal with this?
What do I do?
What do I do? I actually I walked it over to the bike shop down there first to see if they were open, and they were not open. I was like, damn. Yeah, not open on Sundays.
Messed up.
Yeah, but
Like top Sundays.
yeah, just don't break your bike on Sundays, folks. At least not in Fremont. Shit. But I just loosened the wheel, and I don't know, I was like going up a hill, and I like changed gears, and there's something with that, and just yeah, like the tire and it's like the axle on the tire like shifted slightly, and so I was looking at it, I like it literally didn't look like much had changed, so I like couldn't tell, especially being inexperienced in fixing bikes.
True.
I had no idea.
You'll get there.
but then ChatGPT came in and saved the day. I was like, hey, it was actually like one of the first times it's like saved, like helped me in some sort of like situation like that.
Good stuff.
Good use of it.
We went and biked out to Stewart Park, and it was like ended up being like 27 miles.
27 miles. Damn, that's a lot of biking. Really?
Oh yeah, a little. And she goes, yes. Yeah,
Switchbacks.
This is like 5 miles into the riding part of the race. I went, oh, good.
Oh, it's on a race.
It's the triathlon course.
Oh, your race.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah. So
good luck.
Yeah, I got some time. I also got I haven't really eaten all day, so I was like, you know what? Lion sandwich.
Nice.
Yeah, so I gotta go pick up my sandwich and go read.
Good stuff.
Fun.
What sandwich you get? Whatever one they have for you there.
Yeah, it's one of the. I think it's one that I haven't gotten a whole lot.
Nice.
Let's try this one again. But I don't remember what it's called.
Well, I'm sure it's good.
Dude, bound to be right.
Toodles.
Bye live.
Bye-bye. Alright, that's the last of the rice. I think I got enough to make one more just bean and cheese burrito, though. That's like perfect time, and I got 4 more here on top of the 6 I already got cooking over there. And that makes 10, which is kind of what I was shooting for, like I said. Go check on these guys real quick over here. Oh. Normally it takes a little bit to get, yeah, it's not. They take a little bit to heat up. All right, we'll go back over here. One more burrito to make, I think. Whoa, don't fall down there. Yeah, Emmett's, you guys didn't hear that, he's doing a triathlon in a couple months. Currently a brutal hill on the way up. Or on the way out on the biking part. 5 miles in or something. Well, I could almost make 2 of these. Yeah, let's try that. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go back. We're gonna make just one more. Ooh. It's like my phone's dying on me. Guess that's the one thing. If I start doing it on the live stream on the phone, I'm gonna have to make sure my phone's plugged in ahead of time. All right. That's the last of the beans there. Those will be a lot of beans. Let's see if we can get the last of the cheese in here too. Oops, there we go. Oh, don't fall over. There we go. All right. Last of the cheese. Will I be able to close it? Not really. Well, that's not too bad. It'll be a little chunky one. I've seen worse. Alright. We got a couple tortillas to spare here. Save them for something else. Maybe I'll do fish tacos or something next week. I made that one kind of recently, like just before I started doing this live stream. Or not this one specifically, but the live streaming thing. That was pretty good. Like I was saying earlier, my dietitian I was talking to says I need to get more fish in my diet. So it's a recipe I'd expect y'all to y'all can expect to see soon, I'd imagine. Get some more fish in the diet. Get your omega 3s. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I got that. Kind of the next step, honestly, is once you got them all made, start cleaning up. Save you a little bit of time later. I'm probably just gonna toss these bowls into the dishwasher and I'll hand wash this one. I guess this all can soak for a little bit. Uh, Hopefully the pan's heating up and they'll be starting to. Might be time to flip them now. Hopefully, first round at least. All right, let's check them out. Yeah, my go-to is getting these tongs. I think it works the best for flipping the burritos. Ooh, getting close. Maybe these center ones will be looking good. Let's see if we can give you. You can kind of see them that way, I guess. They need a little bit longer. It'll be pretty quick though. It's pan's finally warming up. Um, yeah, that's kind of that. This is just kind of wrap up time. We'll wait around for that first batch to get off, but we'll probably keep a nice short and tidy live stream today, so I can go figure out what I'm doing out there in the garden. But I wanted to at least stop by and do this one more time. But yeah, if you're seeing this wherever you're seeing it for the first time, thanks for checking it out. I'll probably try and have. It's looking like I might do it like the week after doing the post of the live streams from this to YouTube. So I think I'll probably keep with like a Sunday and then either a Monday or Tuesday cooking meals on live stream, and then the following week or later in that week I'll post those live streams onto YouTube. But would love to hear what you think wherever you're seeing this. Trying to make it a fun space, figure out what we can do if we're liking music in the background or if we're feeling anything else. But yeah, kind of whole goal here is to make a fun space to hang out, cook, and enjoy some good food. So, love to make it a space where everyone is excited to come hang out. So, love to hear what you guys think. But with that, just kind of keep cleaning up, get these spices put away. It's really the pro tip right there is just clean up as you go. Saves you a little bit of time in the end. And this might be a record for me. I'm like terrible at keeping a. I take way too long in the kitchen. I'm just doing experiments. So proud of myself for doing this one pretty quickly. That's one thing I'm kind of hoping these. I'm like, I guess this one I don't really know how long it was. I guess I started like 3:30. I guess it's still close to an hour, but not terrible. Um, but we'll get these guys done, and then I guess when I talk about what I do, I'll like meal prep these guys, and then I'll get like a gallon bag. It's got a reusable plastic bag. Just washed these guys the other day. Honestly, kind of a pain to clean, but they're nice to have. I'm not kidding waste, but I'll just toss them all in one of these and then got a little mini fridge at work. I'll bring them with me and then just leave them in there throughout the week and then grab like 2 out each day and eat them for lunch. Kind of nice. Um, but yeah, it's kind of my go-to with whatever I'm cooking for the week for lunches. I'll just get a big batch of it and bring it and just heat it up throughout the week. First one I'm doing on the live stream though, so I thought it'd be a good one for y'all to see because it's honestly probably the lunch I do the most. Um, Super easy, super good, super easy to make, and super easy to have at work too. So solid stuff there. Get this kettle put away too. So I use for the rice. Get them draining out. Get you guys back over here. All right, let's check them again. Oh yeah, kind of get them a nice little brown on there. That'll keep it sealed real nicely throughout the week. Let's see if we can get in here and get all of these. Packed them in here tightly like sardines. Honestly, that's probably the next thing you'll see me, next lunch you'll see me meal prep whenever I make lunch on live stream next. There's some sort of sardine recipe. I've been kind of along with what I was talking about. My dietitian telling me I need to get more fish, seafood in my diet, get those omega-3s. Sardines are a really good source of omega-3s, so I've been doing, it's kind of what my experimentations for lunch have been lately, is trying to figure out what I can do to incorporate some sardines. They're honestly pretty cheap to get. You can get like a good pack of 3 of them with like close to 20 grams of protein and quite a bit of omega-3 and a bunch of other good stuff. You can get those for like $5-6, sometimes cheaper. So good meal option for lunch, I think. So I need to figure out what my favorite is there. I tried a stuffed pepperette, some like quinoa, sardines, and then like a almost like a marinara sauce with it. All stuck together pretty nicely, and just toss that in a pepper. I did it with like these mini peppers first. That was kind of a lot of work to like get all the seeds out of each of those, but it was pretty good. And then I ended up trying just a normal red bell pepper, or I think it was green. I don't know. I did a bell pepper, and that worked out a lot better. It was a lot less work. So, but then it took a little bit longer to heat up at work. I don't know, pros and cons, but probably give another sardine recipe a try and then see what I'm gonna add to the recipe book. Maybe I'll do both, but probably be the next lunch. I was talking about posting my next recipe for the month of April. Um, see if Emma, if you got any, if you had any preference for creamy pork chops or mac and cheese for me to add, but or if there's anyone else out there in the chats there, I'll check that out afterwards. If I don't know what's the deal. I don't know why I can't see that on here, but I'll probably post that later this evening, and then we also got a post coming out later in this month, probably last week of the month. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Doing a post on fats. We'll kind of wrap up the nutrition section of the blog, and then that's all wrapping up pretty quickly because I got that fats, a conclusion to nutrition. So I guess 2 more nutrition, and then a post on economics, and that'll wrap all that up, and then hopefully can start moving on to some other projects. I just kind of showed you guys the garden a little bit earlier. Garden, the cooler. See if we can get stuff growing out there. Messing around with making a mushroom powder. Did a portobello one last time. Trying to get some feedback on that, and maybe do another trial round or see what we can do with that. But also probably start getting some social medias up and running soon, and some newsletters posting more frequently instead of the blog posts. So stay tuned for all of that. Um, yeah, been a super interesting kind of journey through the blog thing I've been working on, just touching all the kind of main aspects of the food system where it touches our lives and society and whatnot. So, oh yeah, look at that, looking good. So yeah, I'll just do like the 2 sides, like heat them through, and then um, yeah, I'll just reheat them when I get to work. We got like a toaster oven. I'll toss them in there. If I'm feeling lazy on that, I'll just do a microwave even. We're gonna ignore this guy. This guy did not turn out the greatest, but you know, it's still just he'll, he'll, he'll feed the same. Fill me up at work. They don't have to all look pretty. Actually, I'm gonna put down a little bit more olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, just to prevent any sort of sticking. Not a whole lot's needed, but just a little bit. Okay. And we got 5 more on here, and that'll be the end of it. Oh, all right. Yeah, honestly, so just flip this around, show you guys the end product. But got 6 of those bad boys right there. Got another 5 heating up. That's kind of the gist of it. I'll just put them in the bag and bring them off to work with me for the week and snack on those for lunch. Maybe have a little apple or maybe like some chips or something to go along with it. Just a little crunch, but that's it's kind of that. I think we'll wrap it up with that. Thanks to anyone who showed up today. Sorry I can't see who you are, but hope you enjoyed this. Uh, Making of burritos. See it on YouTube in a couple weeks, but hope you stay tuned for whatever else we got going on. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.